is Laura with Spring Wind Skoolie. Thanks for coming back and watching my second video. I appreciate it. I also want to thank everyone for the encouraging words and helpful hints on navigating YouTube and editing. I really appreciate your help. If anyone out there has anything else they want to tell me or any tips and tricks, just comment below. On today's video, I want to talk about the demo process. There was not as much to do because we didn't buy a school bus with seats in it. Taking out the seats is a huge process. Luckily, we didn't have that to do. I have a lot of pictures to show of the befores, the afters, the process, and different things like that. At the end of the video, I want to talk about some things to think about before you go purchasing a school bus to convert to a Skoolie. There are definitely some important things to think about when checking out your Skoolie, some things to look at, and different things like that. And hopefully I can give you some words of encouragement, after the purchase has been made, because it is a huge undertaking, but totally worth it. This is the picture of the inside of the bus when we purchased it. The previous owner had put in all the bunks for his buddies so he could take them on fishing trips. And although that was a great idea, it was not what we were looking for. So we went ahead and gutted the entire inside, beds, floor, everything. The night we got the bus, we started demo. We recruited our neighbor boy to come over and help us rip out all the bunks and other pieces of wood that needed to come out. After that, we proceeded to rip up the floor and other things so we could have a fresh pallet to begin our Skoolie. Just a helpful hint, save every nut, bolt, and screw you can, and even wood. It will help you in the long run so you aren't running to the store to get the little things that you need. And here's a picture of my husband during demo wearing a nice wig he found on the bus. He's so handsome. And here's my weirdo daughter, showing all the progress we made on the first day of demo. Here's another demo pic of my husband and my other daughter. They're using power tools to cut through some of the wood and pry it up. The blue mat that's beside my husband there is a vapor barrier or moisture barrier that was stuck to the subfloor, and it was a pain in the butt to rip up. So we ended up cutting up the pieces and just ripping it up as best as we could. When we began demo, we found a little hiding spot that was underneath one of the wheel wells. I'm assuming it's from the band bus. I wonder what they were hiding in there. This is the back half of the bus that was completely demoed. As you can see, it's very, very rusty. I'm going to show you what we did to convert the rust in one of the next videos. And here's a pic of the front of the bus. Again, so much rust. Once the floor was ripped up, we took down the side panel and the upper panel. Underneath that was a layer of insulation. We took that down and then removed any wires that we knew we wouldn't need. I want to give you a few helpful hints when you're going to look for that school bus to convert to a Skoolie. One thing you should check is the condition of the tires. Make sure there's tread. One little trick you can use is take a penny, turn it upside down, stick it down in the tread. If you can see the head, then you might want to try and negotiate a lower price because you're going to be paying for some new tires. And they can run anywhere between $400 and $500 a piece. Next, get underneath your bus. You need to be checking the chassis. It's really important. If there's excessive rust or you can see that there's some weak spots, hard pass. It's going to be a huge undertaking to try and fix any rusty weak spots that you have in the chassis. Next, check for leaks. You're going to see puddles on the ground if there's anything leaking from the bus. Transmission, fuel leaks, anything like that. That's definitely something you need to get checked out. Also, if you're buying the bus from, let's say, a warehouse that takes in old buses and sells new buses to schools, ask for the service record. You're going to see if there's been any major problems or wrecks, which could make it harder to convert the Skoolie. Another little tip, if you don't like rust, do not buy a bus that's been in any state that snows, because there's salt, and where there's salt, there's rust on a bus. Sorry guys, it's just the way it is. One more tip, make sure that you test drive that school bus. You want to be able to hear gear changes. If there's a transmission problem, you're going to hear that when the bus changes gears. You'll hear any weird engine noises and bumps and anything like that. So if anything's concerning, that's something that you need to have checked out before you actually purchase the school bus. And like I said, if you buy it from the manufacturer or from a place that actually sells to schools and buys back from schools, you will have a service list that is available to you so you can see everything that's ever been done to that bus. I want to leave you guys with some words of encouragement and other little tips that you can use when you are getting ready to buy your Skoolie or if you've already purchased your Skoolie. Number 1, it's going to take you 3 times longer than you actually thought. So don't get discouraged. It's fine. It's the same story for every Skoolie converter. It's just a long, long, long process. 2, it's okay to ask for help. We have all kinds of people on our side that we have bounced ideas off of and gotten advice from. We have electrician friends, we have construction friends, we have people that are into finishing construction, and it is so nice to have the experts to bounce ideas off of. 3, use the internet. There are hundreds of Facebook and Instagram pages that are full of people like you and I that are buying school buses and converting them into amazing structures that you're going to take across the United States and beyond. Use their information, share their information. We all have to stick together. We're one big team. Go team! If you're watching my video and you too have a YouTube channel or Facebook or Instagram page that is related to Skoolie building or Skoolie traveling, just comment below with your channel. I would be happy to promote it and check it out and subscribe. And like I said, we're going to stick together. Everyone has those distractions that happen during your build. Sometimes it's a wild rescue dog named Stevie who takes your tools. Ow, ow. Other times it's your children who want to show you how they do all these really cool bike tricks. Everyone has their something. Don't get discouraged. It's okay. You have to live your life outside of the Skoolie build. It's gonna be okay. Again, I want to thank everybody for watching my first video and watching this video and supporting me through this whole YouTube adventure. That makes me so uncomfortable. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and like and share the videos that you see. If you have any comments, questions, just put it down below here and I'd be happy to get back with you. And next time I'll be talking about how we fixed the floor up and got the rust all taken care of. And I'm really excited to be back with you next week. Thanks, guys. All right, Stevie girl, let's go. Come on, let's go.